Ho, 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 ho. Do I feel good today? What is up, DTL Universe? Welcome into your sports and sports betting brand of record. We're here every single weekday live at 10 a.m. Eastern time on the weekends. Also on demand with the best crew in the game. Now, we are getting ready for an incredible fall. Yes, it's July 16th. Yes, it's the dog days, but we're always getting ready. We're always preparing. Now, yesterday, we still had a show. We still had picks last night, the Home Run Derby. Some of you loved it. Some of you did not. But my man, AB, 2 for 3 with that plus 320 with the swing off late in the Derby. It was a sweat, but we were there. And my man, the Z-Man, a little upset because Alec Bohm, he got all the way late into the game and got beat with that sweat. So that was just kind of a fun night. But while you guys are coming in, a lot of new people trying out the show today as well, please hit that like button. It really helps the show grow. And then you can just start chatting away. Some of my guys will chat with you during the show live. Now, we can't do this without my partner, my five-tool player, my main man who's here every single day, and I do mean every single day. We call him AB. You can call him Alan Bell. Just make sure he's at the party. AB, what a great day for the brand. Good morning, sir.
Great day. Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, man. How we doing? You looking sharp again today. That's 2 times this week already.
I feel sharp. I feel good. And I'm just really, really excited about what the future holds for us. But the one person that we never forget about as the show continues to grow is our good friend, the late Howie Schwab. What is the crew play of the day selections today, AB?
Howie's in all-star mode today. Feeling it. All right. You're going either American League, National League, over 7.5 or under 7.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show.
I love the positivity in the chat, Jared. Let's freaking go, Coach. By the way, AB, hell almost froze over yesterday because our man Big Cheesy on social media actually gave me a compliment. He did. It happened. It happened. I actually took a screenshot. I'm going to print it out, put it in a nice little, what do they call that? When you put
frame?
A picture. Yeah, frame. Yeah. I can't even think today in a freaking frame. So thank you, Big Cheesy.
Oh, yeah. So, number one on that. Yeah, Jim Cantore, the Weather Channel. They're definitely feeling that hell's freezing over. And then in frames, I heard somebody say that, when you buy a frame at like Walmart or Target or wherever, and it has that like preloaded photo that's in it of like the family. Oral Hershiser looks like the dad in like every one of those.
By the way, did you see the prank on that grandmother the other day? Like she's clearly from the South, clearly smoked a lot of cigarettes, and they put her picture in all the frames at the Walmart.
Yes.
Did you see that? Oh my God. If you guys haven't seen it, Google it. She literally is like swearing at the world. Oh my God, it was great.
How'd they get my bleeping picture?
Yeah. That was freaking great. All right. I've got a hungry crew that is standing by. So AB, if you don't mind, it is time for the picks. A shout out to our girl Melanie, home watching live today because she is sick. Melanie, get better. I feel the same way sometimes when I have to work with Soupy. It happens, but we all do it together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are new to our brand, these are 3 guys that are the absolute best in the business. And since AB is ineligible, the only check mark yesterday went to our man who cashed in the first half in about 20 minutes. So, Charles, the man from the Dirty, you get our 15 seconds today. You're up, sir.
Morning, Coach, crew, chat. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get those first half goals because that one team didn't score again for the rest of the match. So glad we went ahead and cashed that one as well. So excited about the day. MLS returns tomorrow and big weekend as well. So excited. Full card MLS tomorrow. So excited to get that out as well. So excited about this week. Let's have a good one, Coach.
I can always tell when you're excited. You go from like a 3 to a solid 3.5 at least. Now, this man is our numbers guy, and he comes out with odds on pretty much everything. But last night, Raphael, I lost my minus 150 bet. James pulling out the upset on Monday Night Raw. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. And if I would have known Sheamus was coming off new music, I would have made the favorite the other way around. Sheamus with the new music shocked me yesterday. But yeah, a lot of Brunson money came in, so thank you for that. But it was I'll give Raw a C. It wasn't too enthused.
I didn't even give it a C. I give it like a D. That was not a good episode of Raw.
Well, I didn't, just in case WWE was watching, I didn't want to give him a D.
That's okay. I'll say it. By the way, we had a brand new show last night live. It's called The Last Word, BTT Last Word. If you missed it, you can go see it in our feed at the BTT channel. Now, this man's also a big wrestling fan. He's a big fantasy football fan, and he is bugging the heck out of me to do fantasy for the fall. He's almost breaking me down. Soupy, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Today is the Midsummer Classic. And yes, I do want to do some fantasy football content because I have been doing depth charts for the last couple of weeks, and I am excited for fantasy football.
Digging deep, doing that deep dive on fantasy in July, only a degenerate that's on the DTL crew will handle that business. All right, gentlemen, just because it's the Midsummer Classic, whatever they call it, we still have picks today. But before we get to that, Charles, you have gone around this great world of ours and found two plays, and I would love for you to get us started on both, sir.
The Champions League qualifiers begin today, or we get the second legs today with the opening legs being played last week. And HJK Helsinki were shocked as large favorites on the road, and now they find themselves down 3-0 on aggregate. But at home, their matches averaged 3.2 total goals, and the Finland side have scored in 92% of home affairs. So I expect a spirited effort in them to respond accordingly with HJK Helsinki team total over 2.5, and this match starts at 12 p.m. Eastern. The second match on the card produced a 0-0 result. Now the teams return to Ireland with it all to play for. And the Shamrock Rovers have been steady at home, only failing to score once this season, averaging 1.8 team goals, while Vikingur has even been more impressive during their travels, scoring in every away fixture this campaign, averaging 2.4 team goals. I'm not expecting another scoreless match today, so I'm backing both teams to scores. I can see a 1-1 at worst or 2-1 either way, and this one goes off at 3 p.m. Eastern.
It is hard to believe that we are already doing the Champions League. AB, what are you doing?
Anytime somebody says it like 3, just the number 3, I just always do.
By the way, does anybody know when George Kittle makes a catch and does the 3 thing like that? Do you guys know what that is for? Anybody?
No.
Like the 3 thing? You know,
I'm not
I've
that
always
far in
wondered.
receivers.
No, it's a tribute to a luchador wrestler in Mexico. Swear to God.
He's a huge luchador fan. He's a huge luchador fan.
Yeah, if you watch Receivers, it's all over. He goes to Monday Night Raw. Receivers, I learned a lot. I'm a huge George Kittle fan now. By the way, we are a family here at DTL. We take care of each other, and damn it, right now, I just saw something in the chat. Matt, we're thinking about you, pal. He says, you are helping keep my mind off the stress of my daughter in surgery right now. #fam. Damn, Matt. I'm glad we could do that for you. We'll put you in our prayer chain because we're all here together, brother, just like you said. So, chat, let Matt know how much we care about him and his daughter and get out of surgery safely today. All right, now, All-Star game tonight. And here are the numbers as we switch just quickly to show the odds of the game tonight, if you so choose. There it is right there. The American League is a slight favorite. The game is in Texas. And the over is at 7.5, which is a standard number when it comes to these games every single year. So, Soupy, let me come over to you, big boy, because as we look at this, there's a lot of different ways to play this game. How are you attacking it, sir?
So we have to remember that this is an exhibition game. So what I like to do is I like to take some stuff with some heavy juice and maybe sprinkle something a little heavier, try to make some money, but I won't go any more than a half a unit on something like a plus money line. So I'm going to give you something with the heavy juice, the under 4.5 in the first 5. We've seen in the All-Star game over the last few years, these games start slow, low scoring. 4 of the last 6 have been under 5 runs in the first 5, and the game is picked up later as we get into the reserves and more relief pitching. That could go that way this year. And also Globe Life Field, the roof is likely going to be closed like it was last night for the home run derby. And that plays a huge factor because runs are actually much less when the roof is closed, especially when the humidity is not a factor. And then Tony Matola in the chat said Paul Skeens with 2 strikeouts. I say yes, because I think he could go 2 innings. Very likely, could happen. But I looked at the order. You got Steve Kwan as the leadoff. He's a great contact hitter, one of the best, only an 8% strikeout rate. Likely, he's going to put the ball in play, maybe even get a single. And then you have Gunnar Henderson up, 23% strikeout rate, takes huge cuts. Paul Skeens knows how to get the swing and misses. And then third, you have Juan Soto, another very patient guy, doesn't swing and miss a lot, doesn't strike out a lot. And then fourth, the matchup that we want to see in the All-Star game, Aaron Judge, Paul Skeens. Aaron Judge, 32% whiff rate. So that means of the swings that he takes, he misses on 32%. That's a lot. And Paul Skeens is a guy who gets swing and misses. So I think that Gunnar Henderson and Aaron Judge could be your 2 strikeouts in this All-Star game for him.
AB, I don't know how I feel about Soupy doing more work on the All-Star game than he does on a normal day on the show. I don't know how I feel about that.
He's jumping into depth charts.
Mark in the chat says, love that play, Soupy. You could also get the under 4 at -120 with the push insurance. Would you like that, Soupy?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3-4 runs. So if you could get the -4 or take the 4 runs, yeah, I would take the 4 runs.
So push, get that money back. Not a bad way. All right, so Soupy is all over the All-Star game in those 2 ways. And, of course, he continues to have gimmick infringement, taking Paul Skeens, which we all know is AB's guy. So, AB, where are you going to go on the All-Star game tonight, sir?
There's enough Paul Skeens to go around, so we're in a good spot here. Yeah, we're going to keep it at that. There's a National League, American League. Tonight, we're going over 7.5, +100. The reason being is that every time that I get on here and for 2 weeks yell that there's no runs scored in the All-Star game, then there's 17 runs scored in the All-Star game. But no. You've got some really good hitters, and as Soupy mentioned, there's some hitters that take big cuts, but there are a lot of good contact hitters as well. I'm going to roll with the over 7.5 here. I think that we actually do see some runs tonight. The number 2, the first 7 innings, okay? We're going to play both teams to score 2 runs or more. We're going to have some fun with it, man. We're going to see runs come early, I do believe. I'm not saying it's going to be 20-19 or anything like that, but we are going to see runs in this game because it does tend to kind of ping pong back and forth, year to year. So we're going to roll with those 2. We got some really good lineups, some really good hitters here. Yeah, I think that we're going to see it. You'll have some domination from the pitchers, but we're going to see some runs tonight too.
Super smart. I think the domination comes late in the game with all of those great closers that can come in for an inning. I think it's super smart to play that first 7 from AB. By the way, the line of the day comes from Jeff in the chat. He says, I'd play Skeens at 4Ks. That could be just his first inning line. The dude is dating Livy Dunn. He can do anything. It does kind of feel that way. By the way, I don't know how I feel about her going back to school when she's dating, potentially going to marry a guy that's going to make $50 million a year. Very interesting decision by her.
She's making $5 million on her own NIL deal, so why not?
Well, apparently you don't believe in good relationships, Soupy. I'm talking about her being in Pittsburgh, supporting her man. But no, she'll be down in the dirty, where Charles resides. Now,
Skeen said, look, I need the second half of the season. I got to focus on getting this World Series, bringing it to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That'd be what all of us do. Yeah, get away from it. Oh, we can't have you around. Why would we want that?
Oh. Skeen's already operating like a seasoned vet.
I've told you guys my story about LeVar Arrington when he was the number 1 pick for Washington. Yeah. I saw her, and then Serena all of a sudden stepped right in. If you know, you know. All right. WNBA. There's been all kinds of stuff going on, but there's one name who competed this year at the NBA All-Star game that nobody's talking about, but yet she continues to play great. Raphael, coming over to you. You think this name will have a big night tonight.
Yeah, I do. I think Sabrina's going to have a big game tonight. They played UConn twice already this year, beat them twice, and she's averaged 22.5 points a game against UConn. She's averaging 21 points a game her last 6 games. I think she has a big game on the road. I think, or at home, I think she puts up another W against UConn. They're laying a small number 4. I just think Sabrina and the rest of the Liberty have a big game. Would not be shocked if they win by double digits. They're playing really, really good basketball and really, really good defense. So I think Sabrina lights up the 3-ball tonight. I'll lay the -120 on the juice. And to jump back on the All-Star game, if Skeens pitches against Judge in the first inning, he does not come out in the second inning. So that's what the rumors are coming in. They really want Skeens to pitch against him. So if he goes again the first inning, Skeens doesn't pitch the second inning.
Look at that next level capping from you right now. So we're hoping for a 3-up, 3-down, because if he goes to 4, right? By the way, Scott has a hard-hitting question in the chat. Is Raphael locked in a closet today? Where are you at, Raphael?
I am in Vegas right now, but my office is set up for politics, and I didn't want to put all my politics stuff behind me. So I'm this is my closet right here. So this is just my closet.
You mean you don't want to talk about having Amber Rose speak for you at your Republican National Convention? Somebody on social goes, who is that?
Tattoo Amber on your forehead.
Yeah. It's like, I got to admit, I watched part of it. But
So did I.
It's always a big positive thing. You know what I mean? By the way, Charles, I believe Charles was talking trash over your shoulder, Raphael, because he went like this. You know what that means?
Yep. But it's, hey, it's going to be on the market, so I won't be down to this.
Oh, you're selling your second house?
Oh yeah. Once something happens here, then I'm gone.
Oh, very interesting. All right, just as long as you always have that Wi-Fi good wherever you are, that's all I care about. All right, all the picks are done for today, but that doesn't mean we don't have a little fun discussion on a couple of different items. And today, Educate, Entertain is brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wants to rule the world.
AB, true story. Same producers of that film produced the film that I was just in, and they said to my face, Coach, you seem to have the same acting skills as Dennis Quaid. I said, I don't know, but I feel that. And it's the same type of stuff when you see that trailer. Is it not?
It is. Look, I mean, I was going to give that one to you. Raphael's got John Voight. We got it all set. I don't know who me and Soupy are. We'll figure that out later on, but you know.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have so many movies coming through the show and interviews. And I tell you what, to have this company trust us with this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, what was the best part of being in a movie? Just being in the damn movie. That was the best part. And spending time with my daughter for 4 days. I mean, are you kidding me? All right.
Coach, we've got to get a hold of your rider, all right? I want to know what you put on your rider of, look, I need 20 bags of M&Ms. I need coconut lime water.
True story. All I asked for, true story, is let my daughter come and she's big into theater. Let her come work as a PA. She slept food around. She slept drinks around. But to really feel what it's like on a true movie set, they said, yes, that's all I needed. And she had a blast.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's a true story.
Cool.
All right. So tonight, the All-Star game. Let's throw up the starting lineups. We already talked about Aaron Judge. We know Paul Skeens is on the mound as the starting pitcher. But, gentlemen, I task you with this. And, AB, I'm going to start with you. I need to know who you think will be the All-Star Game MVP. Let's start with you.
Shohei Ohtani, because one, he's going to be at the top of the lineup, and not everybody's going to get to hit twice, but he's one of the most popular players in the world, and he will get to hit twice. And number two, if you hit a home run, you're almost guaranteed to win MVP. Not guaranteed because there's generally 2 to 3 home runs, but if you hit a bomb, you've got a great shot, and I'm going to take Ohtani on that one.
You are right. There is no chance they take him out before he hits twice. Remember, this game is shown overseas. He's the biggest star in the world.
Yep.
By the way, we want you guys to play. You guys already know how it's done. Matty I says Jose Altuve. Who do you think is going to be the game's MVP? We've got one Shohei. Raphael, I'm coming to you, big boy. Who do you think will be the MVP tonight?
Let's see. I'm in Sin City. I'm going to get some in and out after I do the show. So I have to pick Bryce Harper. He's from Vegas as well. So I'm picking Bryce Harper. One of these Phillies can probably win the MVP. There's Phillies all over this team. So I'm rooting for National League. I'm going for Bryce Harper.
Why do you have to rub it into the rest of the country that we get in and out here, and they get no in and out where they live? Oh.
In and outs come to Nashville.
Are you serious?
No, really?
Yep. Don't even try to go for the first 6 months. The line will be around the block for no reason. Their fries aren't as good as people say they are. The burgers are good, but the fries, so overrated. So overrated. Interesting. All right, Soupy, come over to you, big boy. You got that look on your face right now. I feel like you've got a good answer for me. What is it?
Well, they are playing a Globe Life. Texas Rangers, who's one of their biggest rivals. It's the Astros. They want a little bit of a comeback. Yordan Alvarez is going to get booed there because they hate him because he can crush, and that's who's going to do it tonight. He's going to get 2 at-bats also. I think one of them lands in the seats.
Very interesting. Yordan Alvarez and the revenge rivalry angle from Soupy. By the way, speaking of, yes, AB, go.
Real quick, I just wanted to say, remember watching the Derby last night and you saw the massive advantage that right-handers have pulling the ball versus left-handers? Pay attention to that. That's a very real thing, especially with the roof closed.
Yeah, that wall kind of goes in like that down the left field line. A lot of those line drives made it over last night in the home run derby. You used the word boo, Soupy, and last night a lot of people were booing the national anthem. And I'm telling you, it was a bad national anthem. But I did like the introductions. The kid from Saturday Night Live, I really liked how they did that. And I feel like we need to start a campaign to get your boy in that spot next year to make those announcements at the All-Star game for the home run derby. That was awesome. That was awesome. Now, we know that there's been a lot of changes over the years to the All-Star game. Last night we saw it in the home run derby, but not every All-Star game, NFL, NBA, you paying attention, is good. So, AB, I thought it'd be fun today to come up with one change that you would make in any of the 3 that you think would really help the game change. And I have a feeling you're not going to say in baseball. Start us off, sir.
I'm going to go to the NBA, and because we've just already given up on the All-Star game, bring back the rock and jock, the 50-point shot. That's what I want. At the very top, I want the 50-point shot, and just bring back rock and jock in general. I think that in softball, basketball, like rock and jock was awesome, man. That's what I want.
Get Kevin Hart like 2 minutes of playing time from the end of the bench. He can high five Steph Curry, say, "Hey, how was that commercial we did for City or whatever, Capital One?" All right, Raphael, that's actually a pretty good suggestion. Where are you going today?
I'm also going to the NBA, and I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to take USA versus the world because I want to see USA get beat up because they can't cover a pick and roll, and I want to see this game being played for money for charity. So the winner gets X, Y, and Z money, and they get to donate the money for charity. They just signed $1 billion new contract. There's tons of money to be flown out. So USA versus the world, the winner team gets, I don't know the dollar amount, XYZ money, and that money goes all to whatever event, whatever charity that the winning team wants to give it to.
I love that idea. You could have Luka and Jokic and all these guys on that side. Then you got LeBron and KD. And
the world will be heavy favorites because there's no way
you think
USA
so?
will beat the. Oh yeah, they can't cover a pick and roll.
It's so frustrating when they can't cover that pick and roll. Seth said, USA versus the world. Yes, it is. All right, Soupy, coming over to you, big boy. I can only imagine what you've come up with this morning.
We're going with a clean sweep of dissing the association because I'm also going with the NBA. Do with the way the NHL is doing it. 4 teams. Divided up 3 versus 3. Maybe do 2 6-minute halves as a semifinal. Those then two winners meet in the finals. Bam. Lock in your winner.
I kind of feel like that scene from Billy Madison right now. At the end, when everybody's staring and going, what did he just say? That's
just
how
do
I
it the
feel.
way the NHL does it.
3 on 3.
3 on 3, yeah.
Somewhere Ice Cube is going.
Yeah, that's the NHL found a perfect way to change the format of the All-Star game. 3 versus 3, 2 halves. Then the 2 winners of the semifinals meet. Boom, done.
Don't get hot. Don't get hot. I'm just kind of commenting. Don't get hot. AB, go.
Speaking of baseball, like if I were making a change, like I would start every inning of the All-Star game tonight with the runner on second. I would go with the ghost man on second just to make it fun. Game doesn't matter. It's not being played for the World Series anymore, right? Like I would literally, you could use one of the All-Stars. I know the hardest thing is getting everybody in. Like I would do that, man. Put some pressure on it, make it fun. Doesn't matter.
That'd be
anyway.
fun because we don't hear at DTL. We hate unders. We hate unders here at the show. I mean, all these suggestions are really, really good. Keep them coming into the chat. Let us know, what would you do? What game would you change? Nobody said the NFL because they've made it literally a flag football game. How embarrassing is that?
We've given up on the NFL.
Yeah, we've given up, by the way. Oh my goodness. By the way, who's the owner of the Knicks, by the way? James Dolan.
James Dolan.
I don't know if you guys saw the letter to the New York Post. When he's like the voice of reason for a $76 billion TV deal, you know it's a bad day. You know it's a bad day. But he ain't happy because he's losing billions in that deal. Because they're kind of making like Major League Baseball where the rich give to the poor to even everything out. There's a lot to that deal. Gentlemen, thank you very much for having a good time today. All right, if you weren't here at the top of the hour, it's about 10:26 in the a.m. We've got a really good live number watching today. We appreciate you guys so very much. But we always go back over our picks, one little nugget, and we also have a little fun in a thing we like to call the whip around. All right, this is Charles's. Here are the odds for tonight. They're a little bit higher because most players get 1 at the max 2. He might get 3 though. Judge 350, Ohtani, Harper, Henderson, Alvarez, all of the big boys are named there. So Charles, where are you going today, sir?
Give me Yordan. You know he loves that stadium. Plus 15. Yordan Alvarez. Plus 4. Plus 550.
Soupy, a little synergy with Charles. I'm assuming I know where you're going to go.
I already said it. I said Jordan's going deep.
Plus 550. 2-0. Raphael, where are you headed, big boy?
I'm going to Ohtani. Probably get 2 at bats. Give me 4-1. I want a home run because if I'm stuck watching this game, I want to see some excitement.
It was embarrassing, AB, last night. All I did was ask the entire crew to watch the home run derby, and at least 3 of them said, haven't watched one single at bat. And one of them, shockingly, AB, was my numbers guy, Raphael. I couldn't believe it.
Who showed up at the Raw after show, though?
All right, you got yourself off the hook. AB, where are you heading today, sir?
So, first off, I'll tell you who I'm not taking is the gentleman who works at ESPN, who is the exit velocity guy. That guy quit halfway through the show. He just quit showing it.
I'm done.
Like, I don't get it. Every year, the home run derby is a production disaster, and ESPN has had this every year for like 40 years. I do not understand how they screw it up every year. Look, I'll go Aaron Judge just because Raphael's going Shohei Ohtani, which is a great choice. I'll go Judge coming from the right side. Yeah, he's going to get shot.
All right. I have the World Long Drive Tour on Monday on ESPN2. So, ESPN, I love you. I love you. Love you, ESPN. 10 years, I love you. I don't know what AB just said. I love you. But it was kind of bad. I will admit.
He just quit.
Yeah, I know.
He went out for a cig break, and then he's just gone.
He never came back. He was hanging out with Columbia, the soccer team. All right. All right, let's do all of our picks. We do a little one nugget, 10 seconds or less. Charles, we got 2 big plays on the pitch today. Let's start right there.
Champions League qualifiers, HJK Helsinki team total over 2.5. I expect at least 3 from them today. And then Shamrock, Vikingur, both teams to score as I project a 1-1 at worst.
Very, very good. You can tell Melanie's sick, by the way. I'll be honest. I despise any sort of all-star game, she says, of any sport. Despise in all caps. Melanie, that fever is spiking. Easy, girlfriend. Easy. All right, Raphael, let's come over to you.
I'm taking Sabrina Nisku over 21.5 points, minus 120 on the juice. She's going to have a spiritual effort, as Charles would say. I think she has a big game, averaging 22.5 points against UConn the last 2 games this year.
I like it. Next level capping. Soupy, talk to me.
So we've seen in the All-Star game, they start slow, they pick up later in the game. So take the under 4.5 in the first 5. And I've already broke down who Paul Skeens is going to face. I'm confident that he's going to get at least 2 strikeouts.
Minus 160 is a little juicy, but sometimes the juice, Soupy,
is worth the squeeze.
You're damn right it is, and today is one of those days. AB, bring us home.
Speaking of the squeeze, hopefully the catcher doesn't squeeze the mitt on one of those. They get a strikeout, but the runner gets on base so that you actually could get 4 strikeouts in an inning. That's what we're going for right there. Look, we're going to go National League, American League over 7.5 at plus 100. We're also going to go National League, American League. First 7 innings, both teams have scored 2+ runs at plus 100. We could hit that first 5 and that first 7 all together right there. Just need 2 runs each.
Absolutely love it. By the way, AB, rarely do we have 2 lines of the day from one person, but we do. Alas, Jeff says Melanie is absolutely correct. All-Star games are worthless, but I'm still watching in case they show Livy. Said 80% of America today.
Yep.
At least. Gentlemen, well done by you. Not the busiest day, but we made it work. Thank you very much. It's now time to wrap things up with the closing bell. All right, what were the selections, AB, for the Howie Schwab crew play of the day?
Yeah, American League, National League, over 7.5, under 7.5. And the crew has chosen the American League money line. 33% of the votes have gone to the AL. So it is sitting at minus 120 as we speak.
All right, very, very good. Let's all root together tonight. The All-Star game, excuse me, in Dallas, Texas. AB, I feel like we need to expand maybe over the next month. The chat's asking for darts, cricket, all table tennis. Do you think we have anybody to do that?
Yeah, we could find somebody. Look, Jimmy Jelly Bean Jackson is taking it down in table tennis today.
All right, with that being said, producer man, I need my one shot. Thank you all very much. You guys understand. It doesn't matter the day. We're here 365. And we like to have a good time. We hope all of you do as well. But as we have the All-Star game, now starting tomorrow, we start to head into the fall. We need everybody here. Spread the word and understand we will be the #1 sports and sports betting show in America by the end of the year. But we can't do it without all of you. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My entire crew, my man from the Dirty Charles, my numbers guy, Raphael, the best beer in the game, Soupy, my partner, AB, and never forget about producer man, always behind the scenes and making the show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at Driving the Line. Good luck today.